Hello my listener, my name is Ambrose. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to discuss one of the program that we have not taught before, which is Microsoft Word. And this is my course outline that I'm going to cover up in this channel. In case you have not watched it, you can go ahead and watch it so that you know my focus. Then secondly, in case you finish watching any of the uploaded video, do me a favor and subscribe. And the reason why you need to subscribe, in order for you to get new notification anytime we upload new video in this channel. And thirdly, you also need to watch some of all this video that I uploaded in order for you to get a basic foundation about the computer study that I'm going to cover up. Okay, because mostly, especially the program I want to begin now, like Microsoft Word, if you don't have some basic foundation about the basic the elementary area, there is no way you can be able to interact with the Microsoft Word. So I will urge you, try as much as possible to watch any of all this video uploaded, these uploaded videos, like keyboard, like computer memory, like input and output, copy and paste, and others that were uploaded. And fourth, another thing I also want to tell you is that under the keyboard, I explain about function of keyboard and other. I don't know if you are trying as much as possible to practice this Mavis Bacon. The reason why I will urge you to practice this Mavis Bacon is that there is no way you can be able to interact with this Microsoft Word without you engaging yourself in this Mavis Bacon. So one of the best way to practice this Mavis Bacon, as you follow the instruction in this very video in your keyboard, all you need to do, open Microsoft Word and test your ability to know your typing speed. Okay, to know whether you are following the instruction of the video uploaded, or you are also following the instruction of the guideline of this Mavis Bacon. So for one to understand this Microsoft Word that we want to begins now, it is the Mavis Bacon will help you, or it will be a kind of guideline. It's a teacher, it's an application software that is merely designed to teach you how to position your hand in computer keyboard. It will teach you, because there is no way, just like, let's assume I want to say MS Word or Word processing. Alright, sorry, processing. I'm not just typing. You can see my speed is a bit faster, but I'm not just doing all this one just looking at the keyboard. So it's not really a day job. Alright, so it's a gradual process. So I will try as much as possible. I want you to try as much as possible to watch mostly this keyboard, because if you don't know how to use this keyboard, even though you are in working office, they may give you job to type, you may spend up to 3 hours in that very job. So it is very, very important as an individual to practice Mavis Bacon, mostly a beginner. If you are a beginner in computer study, please try as much as possible to practice Mavis Bacon. And if you are having any issue in any of this lecture I uploaded, any of this video, you can write a comment, and or you can contact me with this number. I'll give you a feedback, or I can recompose the video for you and send it to you privately. Depends on how, provided you get the basic foundation of this computer study. Okay, so like as I said, I want to start with Microsoft Word. Alright, I'm going to start with Microsoft Word today. So let's see how far we are going to go for the Microsoft Word. But remember to watch some of all those video, so that you get some basic knowledge about this study, all right, which is Microsoft Word. Okay, so let's begin. Please don't forget to just click on that subscription channel, all right. Just click on it. It's always at the left hand side, or depends on the device you are using. So just go ahead and click on the subscription button, all right, so that you get new notification anytime we upload it. Or even you can even share the video to your friends. Share them, let them watch it. Okay, just share them and let them watch it. So let's begin. All right, so this is my table of content. What is Microsoft Word? Uses of MS Word. Either you call it Microsoft, or you can call it word processing, which I've stated before. All right, word processing. Okay, we're going to talk about the difference between MS Word and typewriter. Okay, so this is what I mean by typewriter. Okay, this is what I mean by typewriter. Typewriter is an old, old machines. It's old dominant machine used in office before, but I think some offices they still use it, but the business of a typewriter is not as before. Okay, it's no longer functioning as because Microsoft Word has already taken place. Okay, we are going to explain the difference between Microsoft Word and typewriter in this course. All right, so we have features of MS Word, which we are going to cover up in this lecture, and then versions of MS Word and when it was released. So most of you are using version. Sometimes you can say I need version 2021. all right, I will see explain to you which of the PC that you are expected to install or that version, because not all PC that you have in your office that those version can accept. All right, I'm going to explain to you one after the other. So let us first understand what I mean by Microsoft Word. Okay, and in case you are having any difficulty in terms of installing this application, okay, I think you can go online, go to Google and download Microsoft Word. Okay, the app. You can go to Google and search for Microsoft application. All right, just search for Microsoft application for PC. All right, so you go ahead and download it. So when you download it, you can follow the instruction and install. But in case you are finding difficult in installation, you can go ahead and signal me, or I can give you a link where you can go to download it. All right, okay, so that is the versions of that is some of the things I like to explain about this program. Okay, so let's start. What is Microsoft Word? Because now this very one I just open now, which is Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is remember we said either you call it Microsoft Word or word processing. It's an application software developed by Microsoft company. Okay, the name of the company is called Microsoft. Okay, all right, why that's why they say Microsoft Word. Okay, so it's developed by Microsoft company, okay, that uses electricity. That is the application. The only way you can be able to use it involves electricity. All right, hence it is a program that is mainly designed to compose, test, save and retrieve information, unlike a typewriter. Okay, so because like typewriter you cannot be able to save because it does not have a memory, so you can't save any information. All right, it's a manual or onto manual machines. All right, then, so that is the definition that I can give to you in this so you can save information and retrieve them in any time you want to retrieve it. Okay, so let us see another point again, some of the service that Microsoft Word render. Okay, all right. So Microsoft Corporation, okay, Microsoft Word or Microsoft Company is an American, okay, it resides in the American, okay, is an American multinational technology corporation which produce computer software. When they mean the word computer software, it's not only computer. You can also use it in your tablet, or you can use Word produce a computer devices software. And not only software they render, not only computer software they render to us, they also render tangible items, okay, like refrigerator and other tangible items that can also be used at home. All right, okay. So another related service that they render to us. So this, the Microsoft their service they render to us. Okay, so that is some of the service and other related service they render. Okay, there's another thing that we also need to explain, which is slight difference between MS Word and typewriter. So we want to see the difference between MS Word and typewriter. Look at typewriter in case you don't understand it. Typewriter is an old machine. It's a manual machine that was designed, and we had different type of typewriter. Okay, you can go online and search typewriter image. All right. Okay, so one of the some of the difference between Microsoft Word and typewriter are listed here. I say number one must acquire some basic computer lecture. Okay, what I said, if you want to use Microsoft Word, he or she need to acquire some basic lecture in computer field. All right, if you don't have this skill, okay, you cannot able to make use of this Microsoft Word. Okay, so it is advisable to try as much as possible to get some basic skill about Microsoft, about computer, the elementary area. Okay, so that will mean by he or she must acquire some basic skill. Like some of my video here, you can go ahead and watch it. It will equip you in order for you to have a balance in this very tutorial that I'm uploading. Okay, then typewriter does not require much training. All right, does not actually require much training before you can able to use it. Then number two, installation is required before using it. That is the MS Word app. I told you can go to online and download any of the Microsoft Word app in order for you to understand it. Okay, so go ahead, go online and go to Google and search for Microsoft Word application for PC and download it and install into your computer system. Or you can go to nearby where they used to sell computer accessories and purchase it. All right, and the disc, you can purchase the full disc. All right, or you can bought it online, you can purchase it online. Okay, so if you have purchased it online, if you have successfully purchased the software online, or you have downloaded it, you can go ahead and install it. So if you need more guidance in installation, you can signal me or contact me. I will guide you on how to install it. Then typewriter does not involve installation. It does not use app. So that is you don't install application, so there is no, because it does not require electricity. All right, you can use this, a manual machine. Then number 3, it uses electricity. That is, the typewriter, it uses electricity, or it involves light before using it. Like, the only way I can use it now, like now my laptop is charged. All right, assuming it's not charged, I wouldn't have used this very Microsoft Word. So the only way you can be able to use the Microsoft Word we are talking about, it involves electricity, it involves light. All right, then no, because I say no because it's an onto manual machine. So this one, it does not involve light. So look at it here. Okay. All right, using MS Word to compose text is faster than typewriter. Yes. Okay, so if you want to use MS Word to compose text, it's more faster. Okay, it's very, very faster than typewriter. Number 5, the typewriter we're talking about, individual can make some correction when you spell any wrong, or maybe you are typing, your spelling is wrong. Okay, if your spelling is wrong, the Microsoft Word can help you to correct it. So help you to correct some grammar. All right, so that is another major difference between the Microsoft Word and typewriter. Unlike this very one now, if the person is not learned enough and you gave him something to type, the person can be able to address the text very well, or know the right language to use during typing, okay, or when typing. So that is why the Microsoft Word is one of the best standard programs, which is mainly for office use. All right, for office use and other purposes. Okay, so then another one again, which is, this should be number 6. Now the environment is free to modify text. That is, look at the environment now. As I am saying it now, it's free to modify text. I can modify text. When I mean modify, you can make some changes. You know, where it's supposed to be bold, you can bold it, or like you can bold this one. Okay, so that means by you can make an adjustment. So that means by modification. All right, so individual can make some. The environment is free to modify text during typing, and adjustment can be made after. So adjustment can also be made after typing or during typing. But for typewriter typewriter adjustment of text cannot be made after typing. So what do I mean by that? That if you have already, you can't erase. If you have to be very careful when you are typing it, because if you make any mistake, you cannot erase it. Like when I mean erase, you can come here and I mean, for example, I say you cannot, or I can remove this word now. You cannot or cannot. You see, I've erased it. But unlike Microsoft Word, unlike typewriter, me to say, you cannot be able to erase. So one need to be very conscious when you are using it. Number 8, the Microsoft Word we are talking about, individual can use it. If you want to use it, you can use it to save your job. Individual can use it to save his or her job. Okay, let us correct some certain things. Individual individual can save let us take this one off. So individual can save his or her job during typing, all right, or after you finish typing now, but it's not advisable to save your job after typing. So it is the right way to save a job. If you know the job is important to you, immediately you start the program, so immediately you start composing your test, you're expected to save your job. So individual can save his or her job during typing or after, because the computer has a storage point, so where information can be saved or stored, and it can also be retrieved. But typewriter machine does not have any storage device. That is what I mean storage. It does not have a memory where you can, let's assume I finished typing this job you are seeing on the screen now, you can go ahead and save it. There's no memory because it was not made to be so. Okay, it's a manual machine. Okay, alright, so this is some of the slight difference between Microsoft Word and typewriter. You can add yours, alright, you can add yours. Another thing again we want to explain is versions of MS Word. Remember I told you that the M represent micro, then the S represent soft. If you don't want to call it MS Word, you can also call it word processing. Sorry. Alright, word processing. MS Word. When there is a Microsoft company, these are some of their versions. Okay, these are some of their versions and other related version before all these ones. We have in 1995 this one was released, which is Microsoft Windows 95, and after then in 1997 another one was released, which is Word 92. When I mean version, that is the level, the grade of their production, the grade of their the versions of the app. Then in 1998 another one was also released, which is Word 98. But when I started my computer training, I did not start with this ones. I started with this, which is version 2000. Okay, all right. In 2001 another version was released, which is which is this after this 1999, which is Word 2000. When it was released in 2001 another one was released, which is Word 2000, Word 2002 I mean to say. Then Word 2003 later released in the year 2003. Okay, that is the version. This version was released in 2003. Okay, then in 2006 this version was also released. That is in 2006 this version, this Microsoft Word 2007 was released. Some people are still using this version 2007. I think I don't think it's recommended, depends, but it's just that some of the versions, they are not the same. The slight difference is that they updated, some feature was added to those higher versions, so it is recommended that you use those versions. But in case your PC is not, your computer system is not that high, okay, to install that very version like 2021, you can go ahead and use this very version, this 3. Okay, or you can use this 4 is recommended. You can use this one, At least some computer system, they do accept all this one. Okay, so all of them are good, but I will recommend you from this version downward, you can go ahead and use it. Okay, because there are good features, other features was added to it, unlike all these versions. So it is recommended you should use this very version, that is from version 2007 to 2021. all right. And I wrote here say yes to come, more are still in progress. So even though we are having this version, because this one was released in 2021, even though we are having this very version now, maybe we may not know when they are going to release another versions, but all of them from year to year they are almost the same. Like as I said earlier before, it's just some update that was added to it, some features, some good features that will make your document to look very nice. Okay, that was added to it, so that make it more different from others. Okay, all right. So I believe you understand all that we have explained so far. In case you don't really understand what I've said, you can go ahead and rewind the video and play it back again. I define what is Microsoft Word. Then I also told you the company that the service they render, and also explain the slightly different between MS Word and typewriter. I told you that typewriter is a dominant machine, or is a onto manual machine. It does not involve light. So using this one does not involve light. Some of our near cut by customary cut, they normally use some of all this typewriter. Okay, all right. So that, and the font character, the font is different. That is, let me add this one. That is number 9. Number 9. Individual cannot modify. Sorry, let me take it to the side. Individual cannot modify. Modify. Okay, modify is or our test. That is our fonts. Let me change it. Individual cannot modify is our font. Sorry, font. Do you know what I mean by font? So the font, but for this side, you can changing of font. That is changing of font style. Okay, changing of font style is allowed. That is, I can change this font now to other better font. You can see now, but in interpreter you can't do that. The same font, the same, depends on the interpreter you are using. All right, the same font, but Microsoft Word, individual cannot, sorry, interpreter, individual cannot modify his or her font. All right, either during typing or when typing. Depends on the machines, determine how the font is going to look like. All right, you can add other ones to it. All right, so I am going to continue from here in our next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. In our next video, I'm going to talk about the uses of MS Word. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, God bless you. Bye.